To live our life to the fullest, I believe there are a few areas of our life that we have to develop in balance. I mean, let me just ask you, how can we live our life to the fullest if one or more areas of our life suffer? Just imagine yourself, you are extremely successful in your career, but will it really matter if your family life is not happy? Or maybe you are a very smart, very knowledgeable person, but will it really matter if you are not healthy? I think that having balance in life is one of the biggest challenge for people. Sometimes we feel super energetic. I don't know about you, but I have those days where I feel super energetic, I feel happy, I feel joyful, I want to do everything, I want to save the world. And then there are other days where I don't feel that way at all. I feel a little bit depressed, I just want to hide under my bed, I don't want to see anyone, and I don't know, I just have those days sometimes. And one thing that I've noticed is that every time that I feel that way is that I'm out of balance. I lost the balance in my life. So in today's video, I want to share a little bit what it actually means to have balance in life, at least for my life. So whether you're a college student and you have a ton of homework to do, besides that you have 3 different jobs and you love to hang out with your with your friends, or maybe you are an au pair just like me and you work a full-time job, but you also like to exercise, or you like to spend time with your family and with your friends, or you like to travel, whatever your story is, I don't know. But have you ever come to a point where you ask yourself, is it even possible to balance all those areas of my life all at once? And what are those areas of my life? And let me tell you that creating balance is not about perfection, is not about having it all together. For me, it's about building everyday habits that honor my body physically and mentally. It's about living this peace in my personal life and my daily life, and no matter what circumstances are coming, I know those main areas in my life are healthy and are stable. I remember a couple days ago my host mother told me that I'm a very well-rounded person, and I was like, what did you just say? And she said, a very well-rounded person. And I was like, okay, what does that mean? Are you telling me that I am fat? Are you telling me that I'm round, fat? I don't know. I have never heard this word before, so my first thought that she's telling me that I'm fat. Anyways, so we looked it up, and she actually meant that I am a very balanced person, which means someone who understands the importance of intellectual, emotional, and physical health. By the way, that's the funny thing about living abroad or living in a different country and speaking a different language, because sometimes you don't know the words and then you understand that in a different way. Anyways, in this video, I would like to show you 7 areas of my life that help me to live a more balanced and a fulfilled life. And one of them is health and fitness. If you have followed me along for a while, you know that I try my best to be a little bit more intentional about my health. And I just think if my physical body is not healthy, I cannot live and perform at my best. It keeps me from truly enjoying the other areas of my life. Being able to move our bodies is such a gift, which we shouldn't take for granted. The same thing with having a balanced diet. You don't have to follow an extremely strict diet to be healthy. I think it's more important to find a balance between eating really good nutrition that gives you strength and energy throughout the day, but also enjoy a piece of chocolate once in a while. The second area to create balance in life is spirituality. And one thing I've noticed in the past is that every time I stopped taking time for my spiritual life, I felt that I was missing out on something very powerful. So once I decided to put my relationship with God at the top of my priority list, my life has changed in so many different ways. And basically just taking time to be connected to the source of life and praying over people's life by writing those prayers down is where I find so much peace, fulfillment, and joy. The third area of my life is my intellectual life, and I think knowledge is power. Since I started realizing how much value books, podcasts have given me in the last couple of years, It is impossible to not live a day without learning something new. Do something that stimulates you mentally and challenges your creativity. The next area is having a social life, and we were created for a community. Whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, we are not meant to do life all on our own, and we need that exchange with people. So, like, for me, I schedule time with at least 2 people who I can connect with during the week. And I know this is a time where a lot of countries are not able to meet people and to have fellowship, but if you're someone who really needs that again, then make it to a priority and schedule some downtime with your friend. Okay, so the next one is adventure. And I don't know about you, but during COVID, I have noticed how much I need adventure in my life. Without going outside and explore the world, I am dead. First of all, going on a new adventure gives me a feeling of freedom, and I love coming back from an adventure and be able to become a storyteller, just being able to see the most beautiful places in the world and to have the ability to explore the world around us. It's something that I cannot get rid of, and it's important to have it once in a while. And honestly, it doesn't have to be a huge trip every time where you have to spend $1,000. Sometimes a little hike can be enough to experience a new adventure. Without using my creativity, I feel like something is holding me back from my imagination that I want to live out. And music is one way how I express my feelings and my thoughts. I can be around any stranger, but as long as he is a musician or she is a musician or a singer, I know I wouldn't have to talk to him or to her to understand their language. We just would have to listen to each other's music. I would understand what they're saying, because that's a language where people don't have to say a lot to feel understood. And no matter what form of creativity you choose, it could be painting, it could be cooking, or simply expressing your creativity through pictures. Anything else that brings interesting and beautiful things into the world, creativity gives purpose, and purpose leads to a fulfilling life. So make sure you use it, because that is what makes the difference. Let me remind you, you are doing it not only for yourself, but also for others to enjoy your creativity. I think a huge problem in today's society is that people put their focus only on work, but forget everything around them, which can lead to burnouts. But let's be honest, don't you think there's so much more on this planet than just work? I promise you, there is. And there's nothing wrong with being a hard worker. But if work is the only thing that you have in mind, then let me tell you, you are missing out on so many beautiful things. I love telling myself, work hard, but don't let work take over your life. And maybe you might be in a season where you feel like, my life is a mess and I don't really feel balanced at all. But that's okay, and that's totally normal sometimes. My desire for you is that you recognize that, and that you are able to step back for a minute and to see the whole picture and to ask yourself, what is missing? Why is it that I feel that way? Why is it that my life is not in balance? Maybe that is also a reason why you feel a certain way. Maybe you feel depressed or sad, or you just feel like there's something missing in your life. So I just want to encourage you to make process in every single area of your life, because every area of your life is important. What we do, what we say, what we eat, how we spend our time with requires awareness so that we can live a peaceful life. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you feel inspired by this video. If you liked it, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, make sure you comment this video, and I see you next week. I'm so glad to have you here, and I hope to see you next week. So have a great rest of your week, and I see you soon. Bye bye.